Who? Who told Rasheeda that airing private group chat drama on national TV was a good idea? Because let's be real, this wasn't just a slip-up. This was a whole calculated move. And for what? A man who can't even remember swiping his card? For a bottle service girl named Destiny? Let's break it down. Jasmine walks in with a spark, Rasheeda pours gasoline, and suddenly Yandy's credibility is up in flames. The look on Yandy's face said it all: confused, blindsided, and betrayed. Because this wasn't about a man, it was about trust. And now the question isn't, did he cheat? It's, when did she switch sides? Rasheeda's move got people talking. Was she ever truly in Yandy's corner? Or has she just been playing both sides, smiling in selfies while screenshotting receipts? One thing's for sure, the group chat is never safe, and loyalty these days? Paper thin. Do you think Rasheeda just made a power play, or exposed her true colors, and not just off, but off script, off brand, and completely out of pocket? Jasmine, suddenly stepping into her role as the director of drama, didn't just stir the pot, she flipped the whole damn table. And Rasheeda? She didn't flinch. She dropped that bomb with the calm of someone who wanted to watch it all burn. Yandy? Who? She was standing there like she missed 5 episodes, trying to piece together how her name went from hostess with the mostest to trending under Tar Yandy caught that stray. Let's be clear, this didn't happen in a vacuum. Word on the internet is, there were already whispers, DMs, deleted stories, a suspicious spa date that didn't quite line up with flight records. And when Mendeecees' name got dragged in with those mystery bar girls, the timeline imploded. But here's the real kicker. Rasheeda didn't deny it. She leaned in. And when you lean into mess like that, you're not just throwing shade, you're tossing entire palms. So now the group chat is a battlefield. Allegiances are shifting, screenshots are surfacing, and the fans, they're grabbing popcorn, because the next scene might just be the one where friendships die and reputations flatline. Was Rasheeda just fed up with fake loyalty? Or was this a premeditated takedown masked as keeping it real? Either way, Jasmine lit the fuse. Rasheeda struck the match, and now Yandy's left in the smoke. Shut that all the way down, right? Wrong. Because instead of squashing the mess or even checking the source, Rasheeda blinked, sipped her drink, and let the silence speak volumes. And in reality TV, silence is code for, this might be true. See, this is where things went sideways. Yandy expected backup, a sisterhood moment. But what she got was Rasheeda looking like she was suddenly auditioning for the role of Switzerland. Neutral, distant, and absolutely not jumping in the line of fire. The internet noticed. Twitter went full courtroom mode, dragging old footage of Rasheeda swearing she'd never let another woman come between her and her day ones. Well, that age-old love and hip-hop loyalty oath, it just expired, and Jasmine, the queen of messy returns, didn't stop there. She hinted that she had video, claimed someone from production might have already seen it. That's when Yandy's face dropped harder than Kirk's excuses in season 6. This ain't just gossip anymore. This is sabotage disguised as storytelling. And the worst part? The betrayal didn't come from an enemy. It came from within. The kind that hurts more because it hits where trust once lived. So now the big question is, was Rasheeda playing both sides the whole time? Or did she just fold when the heat got too real? Either way, one thing's clear, the damage is done. And in the world of reality TV, betrayal makes the best ratings, and the worst recoveries. A mirror somewhere in the green room. Let's be clear, that wasn't just a betrayal, it was a full-blown performance. And the audience ate it up, because when Rasheeda said, "I'm not friends with you, or you," she didn't just throw shade, she dropped an entire eclipse. That moment instantly became meme material, a TikTok soundbite, and a masterclass in how to burn bridges with high-definition clarity. And the timing? Cold, calculated, cutthroat. Doing it at a live taping means there was no time for damage control. No pause button, no off-camera reconciliation. It was a breakup witnessed by the world, with castmates clutching drinks and gasping like they were front row at a reunion throwdown. But let's go deeper. Did Rasheeda betray Yandy for Kirk? Because if we're being honest, Kirk's track record wouldn't exactly win Husband of the Year. And yet, Rasheeda went full ride or die for him, while ghosting the friend who stood by her during every tabloid headline, every baby daddy rumor, every "is he cheating again?" moment. And that's why fans are fuming. Not just because Yandy got blindsided, but because this exposed the very core of reality TV friendships. Loyal when it's convenient, distant when it's messy, and ruthless when the spotlight's bright. So now, the internet's asking, did Rasheeda just choose her brand over her bond? Was this self-preservation or pure pettiness? Either way, the damage is done. And in the words of Twitter, she didn't drop a mic, she dropped a friendship. You still stood beside him in every confessional. But Yandy gets blindsided, and suddenly your loyalty's gone like edges in humidity? Make it make sense. The streets of Instagram, Twitter, and even TikTok are not letting this go. Rasheeda went from fan favorite to full-blown villain in under 48 hours, and every post she drops now gets flooded with snake emojis, broken hearts, and "we expected better" comments. The comment section? A war zone. And let's not forget, this isn't just about messy friendships anymore. This is about credibility. Rasheeda built her brand on being the mature one, the level-headed peacemaker who kept her circle tight and her drama low. But now, the receipts are piling up, the DMs are leaking like old plumbing, and the silence is louder than a reunion slap. Meanwhile, Yandy's out here trying to patch the bleeding with duct tape and dignity, asking real questions like, how? Long have y'all been whispering behind my back? Why didn't anyone come to me first? And if you were real friends, why'd you let me walk into this ambush blind? Because that's what it was, an ambush. And Rasheeda, the one person who should have had her back, let it. And Mendeecees? He's giving cryptic detachment like he's auditioning for a Poker Face award. The internet's calling it what it is. Classic gaslighting with a splash of tequila. I don't know her. Please, that bartender knows your playlist, your cologne, and your last 4 digits on Cash App, so what's next? Yandy's done being silent. Jasmine's milking the moment. Rasheeda's teetering between cancellation and comeback. And the reunion? It's shaping up to be a Category 6 disaster. Because when sisterhood turns savage, the fans don't just want drama. They want accountability. And baby, the receipts have Wi-Fi. Stay tuned, you stayed. But Yandy defends her man and you drop her. Girl, explain that math. The public has no mercy. Reflection, because this wasn't the storyline they planned. This was the one that detonated. And now, with the leaked crisis strategy email making the rounds, allegedly framing Yandy as unstable for ratings while painting Rasheeda as a woman reclaiming her peace, the fans are having none of it. Let's be clear, that's not self-care, that's PR warfare. You don't weaponize someone's breakdown for a better storyline. That's not empowerment. That's manipulation with a glam team. And the real question everyone's asking, how long has this been in the works? Because if Rasheeda was already looped into PR talks, and scenes were being clipped before the drama aired, then this wasn't just betrayal. This was orchestrated. This was reality TV scripted in whispers, leaked messages, and fake sisterhood sold for viewer engagement. Now let's talk fallout. The real one. Yandy's brand, previously ride or die, turned why'd they lie and is bleeding trust. Fans are questioning every friendship she's shown, every alliance she's claimed, every time she said, "I got you." Rasheeda's public image? Clean no more. The comments are demanding accountability, not curated captions. The producers? Scrambling. Because when your audience starts dissecting edited receipts like a crime scene and calling you out for manipulation, you've officially lost control of the narrative. And Jasmine? Oh, she's loving this. Podcast bookings, subtle subtweets, and that now iconic quote, "If I'm lying, then how come everything I said came out before it aired?" Mona Scott? Reportedly pushing for an emergency reunion redo. Not the reunion. They filmed, but the one where cast members will be forced to confront what really went down. Who leaked the emails? Who pushed the damage control narrative? And who really had whose back? So buckle up, boss, because this ain't just TV anymore. This is about to be a reputation reckoning, and every cast member's about to find out what happens when the storyline turns on them. This stopped being a guilty pleasure the moment it pulled back the curtain on the very people running the show. And the outrage? Oh, it's not just petty, it's justified. See, Jasmine, yes, that Jasmine, wasn't even meant to step foot on this season's set. She was ghosted, blacklisted, practically scrubbed from the cast list like she never existed. But when the ratings nosedived and the drama dried up quicker than Kirk's sense of commitment, guess who got the emergency call? Yep, Jasmine. And she didn't just make an appearance, she came in swinging, serving piping hot receipts like it was happy hour, sprinkling screenshots and voice notes like breadcrumbs, and throwing shade with surgical precision. In a recent mystery guest spot on a scandalous podcast, she didn't drop names, but she dropped everything else. People say she's messy. She says, "I'm the proof." Meanwhile, some of these women are fully aware their men are doing them dirty, but would rather keep up the illusion of family goals than face reality. Boom. Mike's entire image just burst into flames. But hold up. That wasn't even the juiciest twist. While fans are out here roasting Rasheeda for playing the betrayal game like a pro, and side-eyeing Yandy for possibly living in a made-up fairy tale, something bigger has started to bubble up. Word is, Mendeecees could be heading into real legal heat. Remember that bartender who claimed he was a regular at her lounge? She's now got legal counsel, not to come for him, but to protect herself. The tea? Allegedly, the production team tried to pay her off, to disappear quietly with a little consulting bonus on the side. But instead of signing the NDA and fading into the background, Sis got herself a lawyer. Now, we're not just talking cast catfights. We're talking possible producer interference, coercion, and hush-money drama. This isn't reality TV anymore. This is a full-blown exposé. At this point, it's giving Love and Hip Hop Rico Files. And in the middle of the chaos, Yandy, gone ghost. No stories, no selfies, no slick comebacks. Just digital silence. And for someone who built an entire brand on being unshakable and unfiltered, that kind of quiet isn't peace, it's pressure. Meanwhile, Rasheeda's out here posting Zen-core mantras with crystal clear filters, casually. Captioning, "Boundaries are peace, protect yours." Oh, so now you're the guru of good vibes. Sis, please. Especially as the latest whisper on the grapevine claims Kirk got a sneak peek at Jasmine's incoming tea storm and tipped Rasheeda off in private. Let's do the math. If Kirk knew and Rasheeda knew, then Yandy wasn't just left in the dark, she was left out to dry. Yandy didn't just lose a friend, she walked straight into a setup. While Rasheeda had time to rehearse her reactions and brace for impact, Yandy walked into the scene cold, mic'd up, no warning, and surrounded by cameras. And now, Rasheeda's allegedly being offered her own spin-off, one that's all about wholesome family vibes, thriving businesses, and cutting off toxic ties. How convenient. Meanwhile, Yandy's sponsorships are apparently on pause. Mendeecees' event bookings? Reportedly under review. Jasmine? She's busy securing bags, spilling cryptic hints on TikTok, racking up podcast guest spots, and supposedly in talks for her own docuseries. But let's strip away the fluff and ask. The real question? Now what? This isn't just beef anymore. It's a fracture, a collapse. Two women who once called each other sisters, who rode out the reality TV storm together, can't even meet for brunch without triggering contract clauses and legal disclaimers. The friendship? Over. And even if the producers force them into the same room next season, that spark? Gone. No inside jokes, no tearful reconciliations, just air-thick silence, mutual side-eyes, and what might go down as the most brutally awkward reunion in franchise history. And maybe that's the realest revelation of all. In this world, friendship isn't about love. It's about leverage. It's not loyalty. It's lighting cues. It's not a bond. It's a storyline. Stop playing the part. They rewrite the script. They cut your arc. Then they cut your check. And that's exactly what happened to Yandy. She stopped playing the background, chose to protect her peace, and forgot the unspoken law of reality TV. Perception over truth. Always. So maybe Rasheeda's move was sharp, tactical, necessary even in a game where survival comes with a glam squad and a storyline. But every power play has a price. And while she may have claimed the episode, she lost the trust. Fans aren't buying it. Cast members are side-eyeing her. And the show? Scrambling to patch a storyline that tore straight through its own fourth wall. Because this wasn't just drama, it was a takedown. A public unraveling with lawyers, leaks, and casualties. And when Jasmine inevitably headlines her own spin-off? Just remember, you heard it here first. So tell me, was Rasheeda really choosing peace, or just moving pawns on a board Yandy didn't even know they were playing? Was Yandy blindsided, or just blinded by loyalty? And Mendeecees. Is he in the clear, or just unusually calm for a man standing in a blaze? If you even blinked during this wild ride, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, and stay locked in. Because if this made the final cut, imagine what ended up on the cutting room floor. Until next time, stay bold, stay curious, and remember, in love and hip-hop, trust is just a prop, but the drama, that's the only thing that never gets cut.